So what's your relationship with these particular fans? You know, walking the streets, people recognize you.
Yeah, the fans have been very supportive. I think here in Canada they understand the game. Maybe in other places they're not as knowledgeable as the Vancouver fans.
Well, it's the best city in the world, and to be a professional athlete and to play hockey here where hockey is life is pretty special.
Like I said earlier, it's part of the game. When I'm having a great game, they'll be right behind me, and when I'm not having a great game, they'll let me know. So they're fair, and I think that's good. You just don't want fans to, just cheer you on, even though you let in 5. I know that some nights I could have been better, and I accept people to be booing me and whatnot, but when I'm playing good, they're there for me too, so it goes both ways.
I think you for me anyway, it's been a special relationship, and came here as an 18-year-old and kind of grew up here in front of the people, and it's been a great relationship. I think that they've always had a lot of respect for me, and I've tried to give that back in return, and it's been a great relationship.
I think it's overwhelming. I know a lot of the guys, especially hockey players, you come from small towns, and the attention can get overwhelming. I think it's how you deal with it. You can look at it as a negative, or you can look at it as a positive and just deal with it. And sure, at times it gets a little overwhelming, but it's part of the game, and these people look up to you.
Yeah, it depends. Some of them call me Dan, some of them call me Klooch, and I could just be walking in the street, and people will be yelling out of their cars, and how you doing, and things like that. And it's nice that you could walk in the streets and people recognize you, and just by playing hockey in the city, that you could be someone that people look up to. And we're just normal guys playing the game of hockey and enjoying ourselves, but people really do look up to us and care about this team.
This is a sport that a lot of the fans wish they could have played, and with that they try to live through you, and it's something that you got to understand and just enjoy it. Try to enjoy it.
For the fans, I think I've gone through some tough times here before I was here, and now it's starting to turn around, and I think that when the team goes through a slump, they must have their good and bad days too, and they've always stuck with the team, and they're still here and they're still behind us. So
it's good too most of the times when the team is playing well, I guess, but to be honest, our fans are good, and their hockey is so bigger. They're so passionate about hockey here, and people are so interested in that. So it's just a lot of fun, and obviously sometimes if you're out with your family, you like to get some privacy, but they're very, very respectful, and as I said, I just love this city, love playing here.
A lot of people have are very respectful around the city. A lot of times when we are out as players, individually, we're out with our families and trying to spend family time because there is no whole lot. And for the most part, our fans are unbelievable and respectful. And in the other parts, they're not being respectful. They want an autograph, and they want to get that piece of, being a Vancouver Canuck is part of.
I have a tough time with how people look up to you, and because you look at it, there's so many other issues going on in the world, and there's so many heroes around the world, and a lot of these people thinking that you're their hero, and I got a tough time with that because I'm just out there to entertain, and when you do look at it, it just turns out to be, it is just a game. I remember 9/11 when it happened, and I still remember them having a poll, and should sports continue, and I think it was 85% said yes, because that's their way to get away from their problems, and for that 3 hours they can just concentrate on something that's not life-threatening or the way 9/11 occurred. And for that 3 hours they get away and pretend they're there and enjoy something that means a lot to them.
Oh, playing in Canada is very different, and our fans are just tremendous. And even though the team has been, as we talked about, the team has struggled for a long time, but they're still stuck with us. And the last, I guess, 2-3 years has been unbelievable. Every time you skate out on the ice before games, you get so pumped up and excited about playing a game, and it doesn't matter if you're playing supposedly a easier game, Columbus, or we're playing the Detroit Red Wings. It's always a great feeling, and the fans are so loud and really helps our team.
Especially in Vancouver, it's hard not to hear the crowd. Our crowd for the last 3 years have been unbelievable, by far the loudest there is. Before that, I probably would have said Detroit was, because I was overwhelmed whenever I played in Detroit, but I think that gave me a warm-up for the last couple of years in Vancouver, and our crowd has been amazing. And
I think the guys talk a lot about buildings and rinks, and I think our rink has got such great atmosphere because it's a smaller rink and it's tight and people are right there with you, and it's just crazy in there, and the people are right on top of the action, and you can feel their pulse, and I think the guys really feed off that, and it makes a huge difference.
The first time that I was really like, wow, our crowd really is supportive, is when we played Colorado 3 playoffs ago, and we didn't win a game, but we were close, and we were missing 2 key guys. With like 2 minutes left in Game 4, we were losing, and we were going to get beat out, and our crowd gave us a standing ovation, and that said a lot. I'll never forget it, because it was, our crowd was sitting there thanking us for the effort that we put forth, and realized that, for the first time in a long time, this team was on the right track.
Well, it's great. I think it pushes you to work harder and to be a better player, because you have to be accountable.
People are passionate in the city about it, and they do love their team, and they are dying to have a successful team here. And I think each and every year we've brought that to the table. And there's still more to go, and it's a long process, and it's been a long process, and sometimes a frustrating process, but there's light at the end of the tunnel.
People here knows hockey, and they follow their team very closely, so it'd be real neat to do something that they can remember for a very long time.
And that's what we strive for out here in Vancouver now, and it's exciting that fans aren't just worried about making the playoffs now. They want to see us bring the cup home, and I think that's something that, as a player and a person living in Vancouver, we take great pride in.
The easiest way for me to describe how I feel about being a Vancouver Canuck is that I could play my whole career in Vancouver. I love it here. It's great for my family. It's a great city. I'm in Canada. Hockey's awesome. The team's awesome. The fans are awesome. I don't see it being any better.